Boom. So, quick little escalation tip for you boys. If whether you're on a first date with a girl and you want to escalate in terms of physical touch and, just maybe a hug or a kiss at the end of the date, whether you're in the bedroom with a girl and you want to escalate towards a sexual situation, whatever it may be, this advice applies the same to every possible scenario you find yourself in with a woman. Now, in the past, a lot of the times I've been in situations, and when I was younger, when I was like 15, 16, 17, and like I told you boys all the time, I've always been quite good with women. I've always just naturally had a lot of women in my life. However, the main problem I used to struggle with was I never knew how to escalate those situations. So I remember the first date I ever went on, I took a girl to KFC. Fucking broke boy. Took a girl to KFC. And then we were sat in the park afterwards on a bench, and I kind of was just sat reserved to myself. I didn't have my arm around her or nothing like that. Now, luckily for me in this situation, being the shy little socially awkward kid that I was, the girl was quite confident, and she was like, do you want to kiss me? Have you ever kissed anyone before? She basically escalated things, just quite matter of fact about it. She was literally just like, do you want to kiss me? And we were young at the time, so that was kind of acceptable. But if you are a grown man now, or if you're, a teenager, whatever it may be, you don't want to be walking around asking a girl when you're sat next to her, can I kiss you? Can I hold you? Can I put my arm around you? None of this bullshit, because it makes you look nervous. It makes you look insecure. It makes you look like you don't know what you're doing. And you don't want to be in the same situation I was, where I was just sat there. I wanted to kiss the girl. Now, luckily for me, she asked me. But imagine if she didn't. And we were both just sat there awkwardly, and I never really did anything. We were kind of just awkwardly trading conversation. You don't want to be in that situation. You want to be in the situation that, I've been in now, where exact same situation, I'm sat on a park bench with a girl, and me being the guy that I am today, I have no problem doing that at all, right? So I'll be sat there with a girl, and naturally I'll just escalate things. I'll just put my arm around her, I'll bring her in close because it's cold, and I'll pretend like I'm warming her up, but I'm just bringing her close. So there's ways that you can do it now that make you come across in a very confident way. What I will say is, most girls, especially around your guys' kind of age, around my kind of age, in the 20s or early 20s, teenage, that kind of age, very, very shy. Most girls just want you to lead the interaction. They're not going to escalate themselves. I got very lucky in that situation that I told you about before. Most girls, they just want you to lead the interaction. So there was a time I was sat on a park bench with a girl, and I'm going to tell you about the mindset that I used in order to get this done, and what I still use to this day that you can take from this in just a second. But I was sat on a park bench with a girl, and we were sat just side by side like this, and I wasn't touching her or anything at this point. I didn't have my arm around her. It was quite a cold night. We were sat on the park bench looking up at the stars. There was ducks in the lake around us, so we were kind of joking about that. And it was cold, so that was a good excuse for me to then put my arm around her. So what I did, instead of what most guys do, is thinking about it, overthinking, is this the right time? Is this the perfect moment? Should I ask her? I don't want to come across as creepy or pushy. I just did it. I don't care. Because I assume, and this is where the mindset part comes in, I assume that the girl is attracted to me. Obviously, otherwise she wouldn't be there. She wouldn't be spending time with me, right? And I also assume that she wants me to escalate things. I just assume that beforehand, right? Second mindset that I use is I go into it and I look at it from almost a selfish point of view. And don't get all scared because, oh my God, I might get a rape charge or a sexual assault charge. I'm going to get to that in a second because I know that's what you're thinking. I can't just do what I want because then the girl might be creeped out and chill out. If I'm sat next to a girl and I want to escalate things, this is what I'm talking about, the selfish mindset. I want to escalate things. I want to kiss this girl. I want to take her to the bedroom. I'm not going to sit there and just wait for the universe to put it in my lap. I'm not going to wait for her to do something because most girls are not like that. And you wouldn't really be attracted to her if she was. It's a bit too masculine, her leading the situation, her escalating things. You don't want that. So I go into it with the mindset of, number one, assuming that she's attracted to me, assuming that she wants me to escalate, because it gives me a level of confidence where I'm not doubting myself. I'm not thinking like, oh my God, should I? Is this the right time? Does she really want it? I just assume that she does. I assume that every girl does. Because why would I feed into anything else, right? And I know your argument's going to be, yeah, but what if she doesn't want that? And then you might get a sexual harassment charge. Like I said, I'll get to that in a sec. The second mindset is I operate with almost selfishness. I want to escalate things, so that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to make that happen. As the masculine man that takes control of situations, that leads the situation, I'm going to make happen what I want to happen. You understand what I'm saying? So if I want to put my arm around her to get her closer to me because I want to touch her, that's exactly what I'm going to do. Now, on to the point of Well, what if she doesn't want that? Then you'll know. You'll know if she doesn't want it. She'll pull away. She'll be like, oh, no, sorry, I don't see you like that. Or, sorry, I'm not interested. Or I'm not ready. She will make it very obvious. That's it. It's very simplistic. You boys are sat there overthinking it the whole time. Oh my God, but what if? Just fucking do it and you'll get your answer. So when I was sat next to the girl, I didn't start thinking to myself, what if she doesn't want me to put my arm around her? What if she doesn't want me to kiss her? What if this? What if that? I went from sat on a park bench with a girl, not touching, having some awkward conversation, to sleeping with her in the same night. Just through these escalation tactics and through this mindset of just assuming that's what she wants. Like I said before, feminine women especially, but most women in general, just want you to lead the interaction. They don't want to have to think. They don't want to have to problem solve and create situations. They want you to do that. That's your job as the masculine man, is to create the situation. So what you'll find is a lot of the girls actually just flow with it. They don't even care. They're waiting for you to do that, and they're just, they'll happily go along with it. They won't even question it, because that's what they want. They're there with you in the first place, right? That's how you got to see it. They're there with you in the first place. They've made the effort, getting their makeup on and getting all dressed up nice to come and see you. Nobody else, to come and see you. So if they're there in the first place, then she's clearly somewhat attracted to you. So if you're sat there, timid and shy and bitching and shaking when you're putting your arm around her and asking before you kiss her, this kind of shit is just putting her off. It's not confident, it's not attractive. It just repulses her. It makes her think, like, what the fuck's wrong with this guy? So if you apply the two mindsets that I spoke about before, assuming that she's into you and assuming that she wants you to escalate, and also just approaching it from almost a selfish mindset is the best way I can explain it. I want this to happen, so I'm going to try my best to create this scenario. I want to sleep with this girl, so that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to escalate to that point. And like I said before, if you guys are worried about, but what if she doesn't want that? And then, because you hear about the Me Too movement on the internet and guys getting like sexual harassment charges and all that. That's never even nearly happened to me, ever. Because you're not stupid. If the girl pulls away from you, let's say you're going for a kiss and she pulls away, you're not going to force yourself on the girl, right? Obviously. So what are you worried about a sexual harassment charge for? Do you know what I mean? It just doesn't happen. All of this stuff is very over-exaggerated on the internet. So let that fear you. Don't let that scare you when you're in the situation, because that's what a lot of guys are worried about. Oh, well, I'm not going to put my arm around the girl to escalate because I'm scared she might get me done for sexual harassment. Bro, if she pulls away from you and you still continue to go after her, fair enough, bro, what are you doing? But if she pulls away and you're like, oh, sorry, my bad. Like, that's it. That's all you have to do. Boom. Very, very simple. So you guys are like, what if? Do it and then find out. And then if she doesn't want it, cool, no problem. I didn't mean to disrespect your boundaries. Whatever it may be, you be a gentleman about it. Okay, no problem. You don't force yourself on her. You don't get an ego, attack and then start thinking, well, I need to get a kiss now because she's hurt my ego. Fucking calm down, be a gentleman and respect the boundaries. Simple. But most of the time, that's not even going to happen anyway. If she's there with you in the first place, most of the time, she just wants you to escalate things yourself. She's waiting for you to do that. So when I was sat on the bench with this girl in the park and it was nighttime, we're looking up at the stars, it's kind of cold, and we were kind of joking about how cold it was and whatever. So naturally I took that as an inclination, okay, I'll put my arm around a girl. Seems very simple. But we've now gone from not touching at all, just plain platonic, friendly conversation, to now she's hugging me. She's here now, I brought her in close. So we've gone from not talking to that. You can see the difference. You can see how instantly it's escalated to physical touch now. And then from there, I was like rubbing her arm, keeping her warm, whatever. We were still talking, joking. And I didn't want to just do that. I didn't come here just to hug the girl. You know what I mean? I wanted to sleep with the girl, obviously. So I escalated it further. And I kind of pulled away for a second. She looked up to see, like, what's going on? Like, why have you pulled away? When she looked up, I just grabbed her by the chin, made her look at me. And then I went in for the kiss, slowly. And like I said before, even in that moment, a lot of you guys will be scared of being, sexual harassment. That doesn't scare me. I don't give a fuck. Because if she pulls away, then I'm like, okay, no problem. Simple. I'm not going to force myself on the girl. So why the fuck would I need to worry about a sexual harassment charge? Do you understand what I'm saying? If you operate with these gentlemanly standards, if you operate with respect and you operate with, boundaries, you're respecting the girl's boundaries, you're not going to have to worry about any of this stuff. Not once in my life, of all these escalations that I've done, have I ever even come close to a girl, accusing me of sexual harassment. It just doesn't happen if you're a gentleman and if you set those boundaries from the start. This is who I am. I'm a gentleman. I'm not going to take advantage of you. I'm a nice guy. I'm not a creep, right? She's not going to do that to you. So just keep that in mind. So yeah, went in for the kiss, bam, got the kiss, cool. Next step, what's the next step, right? I want to sleep with her. So cool, now I've got to find a way to get back to her bedroom. So instead of forcing yourself on it and just asking it, oh, can we have sex? Oh, can I have a kiss? That's just weird. So instead you kind of smooth, playfully, without any pressure on the girl's end, insist it. Or you just kind of do it. So in these situations, I kind of basically made her do these things. Obviously, she was consensual because she did it. You know what I mean? There's no pressure on my end. I didn't force her to do anything. But you get what I'm saying in terms of the mindset side of things. I pulled her in close. I didn't ask her beforehand because that kind of ruins the moment. When I went for the kiss, I'm not going to say, can I kiss you? I just did it. If she pulled away, I would respect that. But she didn't. And she wanted more. Cool, great. After that point, I made some joke about, because we were speaking about music and her favourite bands and stuff, and I brought it up again. I was like, what's your favourite band again? I forgot what you said, and she told me the band. I still can't remember it to this day. And then I kind of said some joke or it was smooth as fuck in the moment, but I'm going to butcher it here. But I said something like, oh, why don't you give me a listening party, or why don't I come over and you can give me a little listen of it. I'm not judging, by the way. I'm open-minded. It's kind of like a jokey thing of like, let me listen to music. I was like, do you have a speaker in your room? And she was like, yeah. I was like, okay, cool. So we walked out from the park, went to her house and listened to some music. All right. And that was it. So I've escalated from sitting on a bench with this girl, not even touching, not even, just platonic, normal conversation, to now I'm in a room sleeping with her. So if you want to do the same things, it doesn't have to be a difficult process of, oh my God, what do I say here? What do I do here? Just flow with it. Enjoy the moment. Be present. And if you get the inclination, you get the thought of like, I kind of want to kiss this girl, find a way of doing it without asking, without being awkward and weird, without hesitating. Just go in for it. Don't wait for the right moment. Don't wait for the perfect moment to align, for the stars to align. That doesn't exist. You have to create that. And you create it through confidence and by just action, by just doing it. You understand what I'm saying? So keep that in mind. Don't be fearful of these things. Even if the worst case scenario happens and she isn't into you, she doesn't want you, she will make that clear, believe me. And then you can be like, okay, no problem. Move on with your day, right? In any situation, whether it's from the first day you meet and you've just spoke to the girl, you've just met the girl, and you can find little ways of escalating, in physical touch, when you're laughing together, or you're play fighting, or you playfully fist bumping, or whatever it may be. There's ways that you can go around it where you can escalate from platonicness to a bit more intimate moments, right? Think about it. Pay attention in the moment. What can I do here? What can I do there to kind of escalate a little bit? And if you notice something of like, okay, I could pull her in close here. We're sat on the bench. I could pull her in close. That would escalate things a little bit. Just do it. Don't be fearful. Don't be like, oh my God, what if she accuses me? No. Unless you're a fucking weirdo and you're doing it desperately and you're aggressively pulling the girl, fair enough. But you're probably not going to do that, are you? Because you watch my videos, you're not a freak. So be a gentleman about it. Be respectful. And be confident. If you're confident, she's confident in you. If you're hesitant and shaky, she's going to think, what's wrong with this fucking guy? She's more likely to pull away. Remember, she just wants you to lead the interaction. You're the masculine man. It's your job to get things done. Do not wait for her to do it. Get out there and make it happen. Coaching's down below if you want to learn more from me and the way I see the world and from my mistakes I've made over these years to save yourself that time. Check it out. There's also a sexual mastery video course down below in the description as well. If you struggle with porn addiction, premature ejaculation, erectile dysfunction, whatever it may be, you can cure all of them instantly with that video course. Look after yourself, and I'll see you soon.